A lot of people are using I am statements in order to believe that they are worthy, that they are good enough, but they are not touching upon the core emotional charge behind the story, behind the pattern. And there's a huge problem behind surface level healing in which people are focused on whether they believe they are good enough or worthy enough to break out of a cycle and break out of a habit. And it is not that simple, because the brain is not going to give you what you want, it's going to give you what you repeatedly put your focus and attention on. Your brain needs instructions on what to do, where to go, and how to handle conflict. Otherwise, you're going to create cognitive dissonance. This means attachment may want you to stay longer in a situation that does not benefit you, and you know that logically, but nobody's addressing the fact that a change this massive can tell your body and your brain that you are in danger, that this is a threat. Therefore, their thinking brain, or the PFC, is hijacked by the amygdala, which is your emotion, the emotional center, and it takes over, it dictates your behaviors, your decisions, and so forth. You can't even logically think your way out of a dangerous situation if attachment, if the fear is overriding that. So it's literally not that you know better, it's just that your body and brain are literally programmed to keep you safe, period. Small actions create big momentum, and the easiest way to do that today is by planting a seed and fostering the right conditions for it to grow within your mind. And this is important because only then you can take actions and show your brain, give your brain evidence, outside feedback from its environment, that you are worthy, that you are strong, that you are capable, that you can do hard things. And one of the easiest ways that you can do this today is by giving your brain instructions on what you're not going to tolerate, what you're not going to accept, and make it identity based, aka I am statement. Instead of saying I won't do this, say I am not someone that, for example, accepts disrespect and stays quiet in the midst of it. Instead of you shutting down and letting your amygdala perceive disrespect as a threat, you get to consciously activate the PFC, the prefrontal cortex, the thinking brain, that automatically shuts down whenever it feels threatened. And that's honestly why a lot of people may find themselves reverting back to patterns and unable to move out of it logically, because they may know something is, out of alignment with them or not, inherently good, but they can't create the conscious choice. That means that you have to incorporate a balance where you're strengthening your prefrontal cortex by creating conscious behaviors, not to mention that this creates a healthy balance between your thinking brain and your feeling brain. You're training your brain to limit the state in which it stays in a state of stress and anxiety, which in return, it expands your perception and solidifies I am worthy, I am strong, and I am good enough into your identity. You are giving your brain evidence that you are worthy and deserving of being stood up for and chosen. The true anchoring of belief systems is by putting this into practice, is by giving your brain evidence every time that you are disrespected, to choose consciously how you're going to react, and that the evidence is going to dictate what you are